Hello my friend and welcome to this reading. My name is Oki and today we will have a look at the upcoming month of April. We will have a look at the overall energies of the month, what opportunities and blessings are coming in for you. We will get some self-care cards to see what self-care might be beneficial for you in this month. And as always, I will finish the reading with some affirmations for you in case you want to continue working with the energies of this reading. And as you can see, I've shuffled out 3 cards for you to choose from, and we have card number 1 with Nourishment while waiting. Card number 2 with Inner Truth. And card number 3 with Attract Through Glow. And as always, you will find the timestamps in the description box below, so I hope you enjoy your reading. Hello again, and let's get started with your reading. So you chose this beautiful card with the baby bird and the mouse on it, and it says Nourishment while waiting. So yeah, the first thing I'm getting is that you need some sort of nourishment, of heart healing, of something that feels soothing and relaxing. And maybe with the nourishment while waiting, April could be a month for you where you slow down a bit, where you make more space for perhaps self-care or relaxation, or maybe you need a bit more rest, or you need to pay more attention to your literal nourishment, like your food intake, your water intake. So those are the first impressions, but let's get some more cards to see what the overall energies of this month will be for you. 4 of Swords. Wow, we're getting a lot of cards, but I am taking them all. So 4 of Swords, Page of Coins, Queen of Swords, 4 of Coins, 6 of Coins, Death, and the Empress. It's interesting that you are getting so many cards while you're waiting. So there's still a lot going on, I think, in April for you. However, perhaps it is more something transforming inside of you, or the changes and transformations that I'm seeing with the Death card, emphasized with the Death card, are more internal changes, internal transformations. And you got 2 4 cards, and you got also 3 coin cards. So I think the overall energies are about grounding and gaining stability and balance. And the 4 of Swords can also speak of rest. So as I mentioned in the very beginning, maybe you need to make more space for rest and relaxation and a balance. Okay, yeah, I think we will circle back to those cards later, but let's have a look first at what some opportunities are that are coming in for you. Freedom, independence, self-determination. And bloom. Very beautiful, and those beautiful pink energies go so well with those pink and purple energies on this card. And of course it might be different where you live, but where I live right now, the cherry trees are starting to to bloom. So yeah, that's very fitting, I think, for this time of the year, this fresh, new sort of awakening to more vitality, to more beauty, to energies that feel nourishing and soothing and relaxing and perhaps also inspiring was the Queen of Swords. That perhaps feel abundant was the Empress here. And with the freedom, independence and self-determination, I am getting that you need to take a step back and reevaluate your choices to be able to move through that transformation, to be able to become more independent. I think this self-determination here is mainly about making independent choices. About perhaps your career with all those coin cards. Or about how you want to treat yourself and your body, how you want to ground, but also how you want to express yourself with the Bloom card and the Empress card. Okay, let's have a look next at what are some blessings that are coming in for you. What are some blessings that are coming in for you? Song of the Siren, the call, summoning, voice, to acknowledge. And the House of Flowers. More of those pink blossoming energies. And with those two cards, I'm getting really finding your voice. Standing up for yourself. Maybe with this house here also protecting yourself. And it's interesting because the house looks very square, which is also a symbol of earth. So more about grounding, stability. Perhaps creating an environment for you where you can bloom, where you can express yourself, where you feel safe enough to express yourself and to start new projects or to become more independent. And maybe with the call and summoning, maybe you have been called to a certain path or to a certain vocation. Acknowledge who you are, acknowledge what you want to express and create in this life. Come out of hibernation is what I'm hearing. And with those, especially with those two tarot cards, the Page of Coins and the Six of Coins, and the depiction here in this deck, I feel that you are a very loving, very caring person. Caring for the animals here. Perhaps also caring for other people or about other people. Caring about the environment, perhaps. But don't forget to nourish yourself also. Don't forget to care for yourself also. Care for your body. Take good care of your body. And I feel that this death or transformation, it's actually not scary to you at all. I think you can't wait to get there. You're very curious about exploring new opportunities in this upcoming month of April. Okay, let's see what else is there that you need to know about the upcoming month of April. Those are a bit too many cards, so I'm taking the top card, the Riddle. Yeah, everything is very connected. And perhaps right now at the moment, you don't understand how it all fits together. But I think if you do take the time to reflect and contemplate and gain clarity on what you actually feel called to, what you actually want to do in your heart of hearts, then you will see how everything fits together. Okay. Let's have a look next at what self-care might be beneficial for you in the upcoming month of April. What type of self-care might be beneficial for you? Hydrate. And spend time with friends. Yeah, with the hydrate, that sort of goes well with what we talked about at the very beginning, taking good care of your body, taking care of your water intake, your food intake, making sure that you get enough water and enough good food, like fresh fruits and vegetable, things like that. Maybe also a water fast would be beneficial if you want to do that. And I love how relaxed this figure looks, how they are sort of going inward, I feel, having their eyes closed and their third eye open. So yeah, reflection, contemplation, meditation also perhaps. And interestingly, also spend time with your friends. So again, perhaps finding more balance, more stability, perhaps also support from your friends. Maybe your friends can give you some advice about those upcoming projects, about following this call, about gaining more self-determination. And I think there's a fine line between sort of getting useful advice and maybe feedback from friends, but still using your own discernment and your own decision-making skills, or letting others perhaps influence you too much, or sort of tell you what to do. And to find the balance, the fine line between those things, I think will be important for you. Also, with the phases of the moon up here, I'm getting that you would do well to honor that there are different cycles in our lives. And maybe now for you it is time to sort of focus on grounding and introspection and reflection, and not so much on pushing forward with your projects, more so gaining a vision first, understanding this riddle first, understanding how it all fits together, and understanding how it will lead you to more independence and freedom. But with the page, I feel you're only at the beginning stages of exploring that. And you need to go through some sort of transformation first. Some sort of creating or connecting to the best environment for you to bloom, for you to go forward with your projects. And it's interesting because those friends on this card, they're also doing some divination and perhaps painting a vision board or something like that. So more about, creating a vision, gaining clarity, practicing discernment, and also doing things that nourish your heart. And with the waiting, I am getting maybe it is not the time yet for you to go forward. I I think there will be a bit of a pause, or if you are able to create this pause, I think it will be beneficial for you. Something about rounding out your life, creating balance in your life, sort of drawing in the energies that maybe went too far to one side or another, reining them in, sort of nourishing yourself and your vitality and your power by drawing in back in your energies towards you before you go out again. Sort of like breathing in and breathing out and breathing in and breathing out and connecting sort of to this cycle. And of course larger cycles like the moon cycle or the seasons of the year. And also with the image on the 4 of coins and the Empress and this house of flowers here, I'm getting a sense of protection and sanctuary. So perhaps that is something that you need to create, or that you need to ask your guides or the divine or the universe or whatever you believe in or pray to, ask them to support you, to protect you, to help you find stability. Okay, so let me try to sum up this reading in an affirmation for you. I make space and time for self-care and nourishment. I take a pause, go within, and return with greater clarity and discernment on how I want to move forward. I am ready to bloom and expand, to become more independent and to follow my calling. I honor myself and allow my voice to be heard. Okay, those were the affirmations that wanted to come through. Of course, you could come up with your own affirmations. If you do so, please let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and see you next time. Hello again, and let's get started with your reading. So you chose this beautiful card, Inner Truth. And with the owl on it, I am getting that this month of April you will be gaining a lot of wisdom, a lot of insight. You will discover some inner truth that has been previously hidden from you perhaps, or you will find ways to express your inner truth more. Could also of course be both. I absolutely love the energy from this card. I think it has a calm clarity and confidence about it. And that I think is really beautiful. But let's get some more cards to see what the overall energies of this upcoming month will be. We have the 6 of coins, the Empress, the King of Wands, and the 3 of Swords. That's very interesting because group 1 also got the 6 of coins and the Empress. Okay, let's see. Another bird on the King of Wands card. So yeah, maybe really like taking flight, expanding, perhaps living your inner truth more, or living from your inner truth, rising up like the phoenix. And in both of those cards there's the sun and this halo, and both of them have this radiant energy. And also the owl here sort of has this halo. So something about radiance, perhaps enlightenment, perhaps. Certainly some clarity, some wisdom, some light, shining a light on what has been hidden. Perhaps with the Three of Swords, moving on from some sort of betrayal or discovering some sort of betrayal. Maybe another person has betrayed you, or maybe you're even uncovering situations where you have betrayed yourself, where you have betrayed your inner truth, where maybe you weren't able to step up for yourself or speak out for yourself or set proper boundaries. And of course that could be very painful, so if that's the case, I am very sorry, but I do think that this is the next necessary step to become aware of this truth, and then by that you will be able to release it and heal it and move on from it. And on this card, more bird imagery, feather imagery. So yeah, maybe you're very connected to birds, or birds could be omens for you. Or maybe you will just have the sense of spreading your wings, rising like the phoenix, as we mentioned before. And I feel that this Six of Wands in particular speaks about compassion. So perhaps tapping more into your compassion, maybe for other people, maybe also for yourself. And with this elderly woman here also, perhaps again gaining more wisdom. Gaining the wisdom to handle situations in a balanced way. To look out for yourself without hurting others. To set boundaries perhaps in a diplomatic way, if that is what the Three of Swords speaks about, this sense of having betrayed yourself by not expressing your inner truth. Yeah, maybe you have some sort of inner conflict right now between your own needs and wants and the needs and wants of others, and I think you will gain the wisdom, you will gain the compassion to know how to balance that out. Yeah, I'm getting very beautiful, soft, nurturing energies, very balanced and peaceful energies from this spread so far. And with the Empress, perhaps cultivating the sense of being nurtured and held. And perhaps that is something that you can offer to yourself as well. Yeah, I think it's already a very beautiful start into this reading and into the month of April. I love your overall themes. But let's have a look next at what kind of opportunities are coming in for you. What kind of opportunities are coming in for you in the month of April? Visions. Psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing out of body travel. Interesting. Yeah, gaining clarity on something. And then we also have all is connected. What a beautiful card. And let's perhaps get another tarot card or two. The Fool and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, with the All is Connected card and the seeing and clairvoyance and visions, I am getting that you will be able to see and understand and feel how everything is connected, how your inner world and your outer world are connected, how the relationship to yourself and the relationship you have with other people are connected. I think more about gaining deep insights, enlightenment. And of course, enlightenment, it doesn't have to be this big enlightenment of suddenly understanding everything that some spiritual seekers talk about. It could be sort of little insights, little discoveries, little moments where suddenly something becomes very, very clear. And maybe you are unlocking some of your psychic abilities this month. Yeah, I think you're discovering something or unlocking something, certainly, with this image of the story of Aladdin opening the cave and finding wonders and treasures in there. And with the Fool, perhaps allowing things that you previously thought were impossible to be possible. Having an open mind, having an open heart, having beginner's mind, allowing yourself to see things in a new way, in a new perspective. Allowing yourself to tap into this experience that everything is connected. Okay. Let's have a look next at what blessings are coming in for you. What blessings are coming in for you? Time out, awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. I love that it says awareness here. Yeah, you will become aware of things. And maybe part of what you will become aware of is that you sometimes need to make time for contemplation, or maybe the blessing is that now in this month you will finally find time to do this contemplation, this meditation, this going within. And maybe you need alone time for that. And perhaps also learning how to enjoy alone time more. Maybe you're someone who is very used to spending a lot of time socializing, and perhaps you would do well to spend some time alone with contemplation. And we have ever. Yeah, more about returning to a sense of wholeness. Everything is connected. We have the Five of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, more about some sort of conflict or inner conflict that you need to step away from. And again, could be with yourself or could be with other people. And if this card speaks about uncovering that other people have betrayed you or other people went behind your back, then definitely it's time to sort of cut the connections to them. If this card speaks more about having treated yourself unwell or having negative thoughts about yourself or having conflict within yourself, then I think the blessing will be that this conflict will be resolved through contemplation, through connecting to the beauty of life, through opening up to new visions, opening up to the abundance and beauty of life, and opening up to your own inner truth also. Yeah, you will, I think something that is weighing you down or stressing you out, you will be able to leave it behind in this upcoming month. And I think leaving it behind will allow you to move forward very quickly, to gain this insight, this wisdom very quickly, to become more radiant very quickly, to unlock this abundance very quickly. It's not the time for you to hold back, it's a time for you to go all in, is what I'm hearing with the Knight of Wands. Yes, of course, use your discernment, make good decisions, don't be rash, but also don't hold back, go all in, is what I'm hearing. And also that connects well to the Fool, I think. This taking a leap of faith, trusting what wants to emerge, trusting what wants to transform, trusting also what wants to fall away, or what needs to be left behind. Yeah, I think there are quite a few shifts coming up for you in this next month. But overall, I'm still getting the sense that it will be very peaceful and very sort of guided and clear, and I don't want to say easy, but because perhaps it won't be, but there's no stopping it. I see no obstacles for you to overcome. I think if you are open to that process and if you allow yourself to look at whatever it is that is so painful here, then this process will sort of catalyze by itself, unfold by itself, emerge by itself. Okay. Let's see what else you need to know about this upcoming month of April. What else do you need to know? The Mother. Yeah, that feels very protected, doesn't it? Like a protective nest for the silver egg in here. And is the number 1. So new beginnings, new abundance, a new sense of being protected and balanced and peaceful. Also with this egg in the nest imagery, taking the time for things to grow naturally. The egg will hatch when it is ready. You can't really do anything about it to sort of speed up the process, but also you don't have to do anything because it's growing by itself. Of course, it needs warmth. So give yourself this warmth, this nurturing, this compassion that we talked about before. But also don't worry too much, because once you have started the process again, it will just unfold by itself. So you can relax. Okay, Let's get some cards to see what self-care might be beneficial for you in this upcoming month. We have soak in a bath. Yeah, more about connecting to water. And we have be still. Such a beautiful card, and it goes so well with the time out card, doesn't it? And it's interesting because the two figures on these two cards, they both have this sort of orange or reddish hair. So yeah, lots of synchronicities. Maybe look out for synchronicities and do spend this time alone. Do take the time to be still and go inside. Perhaps meditate or journal, or just be there with yourself. Maybe have no plans whatsoever. Maybe allow yourself to be bored for a minute and then see what wants to come up. When you do nothing for a while, when you just rest for a while. And you could also, of course, do that in your bathtub if you have one. Or you could find other ways to connect to water. Maybe you have a foot bath. Is it called a foot bath? So just your feet. Yeah, do something that feels soothing, that feels relaxing. Connect with your emotions, connect with your intuition. With the Fool and the Visions card here again, you don't have to have it all figured out. You can just sort of start by sensing into it, reflecting on it, getting inspired by it, letting yourself be guided by your inner truth, and then seeing what wants to come up, what wants to unfold. Yeah, okay, let me try to sum up this reading and an affirmation for you. I allow myself to connect to my inner truth, to my intuition, and to everything that is. I make time for solitude and stillness, and I courageously face my fears and pains and inner conflicts. I trust that wisdom, abundance, and joy will emerge. I trust my body and my path. Compassion and gratitude will guide me on my way. Okay, those are the affirmations that wanted to come through. Of course, you could come up with your own affirmations. If you do so, please let us know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and see you next time. Hello again, and let's get started with your reading. So you chose this card, Attract Through Glow. And something about this card feels very joyful, very happy to me, very playful also. So those are the first energies I'm getting. And of course, with the Attract Through Glow, yeah, you're increasing your glow, you're increasing your radiance, and things that match your energy will come to you by doing that. But let's get some more cards to see what the energies of this upcoming month of April will be for you. Four of Wands. No, actually, I want to put that here. Four of Wands. Two of Wands. Perhaps one more. The Hermit. Interesting. The Hermit is a very different energy. So with the Two of Wands, yeah, something opening up for you, some opportunities opening up for you. And with the Four of Wands, something to celebrate is coming up. Celebrating yourself, celebrating your relationships, celebrating your achievements. getting to a goal perhaps that you have set for yourself. But with the Hermit also going deeper. You don't stop there. You don't stop at your achievements. You will make time to celebrate what wants to be celebrated, but then you will also, I think, go further, go deeper, and sort of stay open for opportunities that want to come in, stay open for guidance that wants to come in with the white stack here. So when it appears, you want to follow it. When the opportunity comes, when the door opens up, you want to take that opportunity, you want to step through that door. You want to follow your guidance from your guides or from your higher self or from your intuition. But also in terms, I feel, of reaching your goals, there will be a lot of progress this month. Okay, let's have a look next at what opportunities are coming in for you. What sort of opportunities are coming in for you? Lemuria returns. Earthy spirituality, community, ocean conservation. Interesting. Let's get some more cards. Protective nest. And temperance. Maybe one more. Knight of Coins. Lemuria returns. Yeah, something about grounding something, building something, creating something that will last. With the ocean conservation. Protecting something, and with the protective nest. Protecting what is meaningful to you. Maybe protecting your dreams, maybe protecting your ideas, maybe protecting the things that haven't been born yet, that haven't been brought into the world yet with this pregnant woman and the bird's nest here. Something sort of wanting to be brought into this world, some project. Or maybe perhaps you are literally becoming a parent, but we don't have to read the cards so literally. So I think it's more about some project or some idea that you want to bring into this world. And you will be able to do so, but I feel right now you are at a stage where you have to sort of protect it and let it grow in the darkness first. Incubate it more until the time is right, until the opportunity is right. And with this temperance card and all the different aspects of this bodhisattva, you want to consider everything that is connected to it, is what I'm hearing. You will want to get the whole picture. You will want to have a very clear and detailed vision about where to go about it. And it has to feel right. It has to feel like it is the right time, it is the right opportunity. Perhaps it is the right people that you're bringing in for this project. So yes, be sort of vigilant and open and looking out for those opportunities that are coming up, for those doors opening for you, but also make sure that you're building slowly and waiting for the right time. And building it in a way that is sustainable, that is protected, that is stable, and that is in harmony with nature, with the environment, with your personal environment, perhaps, your personal values, perhaps. Sort of bring all of those things together. And then it will turn into a success. Okay, let's have a look next at some blessings that are coming in for you in April. What are some blessings that are coming in for you? Endurance, keep going. Yeah, building something slowly. I think it's a very big project, so it will take some time and you will need some endurance to see it to the finish line. Home in the sky. Yeah, more about going big. You're dreaming big. You're having very high goals. The Star and the Four of Swords. Okay. Yeah, with this endurance, keep going, and the Four of Swords, I'm getting that you need to find a balance between going forward, perhaps even pushing forward and working hard to realize those dreams that you have, bringing them to life, maybe creating a new home for yourself, finding a new home, or creating a sanctuary for birds or animals or the ocean, having a bigger conservation project in mind. I think this project, whatever it is, or that dream that you have, it's not only about yourself, it's about either a community of people or about the environment, is what I'm getting. And it will be a marathon. It is not a sprint, so you have to sort of prepare yourself for the long haul. You have to find a balance between resting and moving forward, and you have to, or you don't have to, I'm not telling you what you do, but you could benefit from it, taking very slow and measured steps. Also making space and time for joy and celebration. And with the Star card, I feel there are so many blessings coming in for you, so much inspiration coming in for you. Your wishes being granted. You will feel very aligned with your higher self, with your dreams, with your heart, with your calling. Yeah, whatever this is, whatever this project is, it is supported by the universe as long as you make sure it aligns with your values. It considers the environment and perhaps other people as well. If you do that, if you can bring those aspects into your project, I think it will get a great boost from the universe. And things will sort of fall into place. You will attract the things and the people you need into your life by carrying this vision, is what I'm hearing. Okay, yeah, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Okay, let's see what else you need to know about this upcoming month of April. The vision, yeah, isn't that what I just mentioned? You are the one who has the vision, who holds the vision, and you will draw in support from others and from the universe and from your guides. And it's interesting because in this card there are so many references to other cards in the deck. I think this card is called the Mountain. So yeah, achieving something really big, dreaming very big. And then of course with the two owls, a lot of wisdom. Yeah, I think you have some sort of wisdom or insight or knowledge that allows you to have this vision and to hold this vision. and to create from that vision, to sort of draw in this energy, this light, this glow, and then radiate it out into the world. Yeah, very beautiful. I think you will probably have to do a lot of work in the month of April, but I think it will be very inspired, very guided, very fulfilling, very joyful doing that work. Because I feel it's something that you've always wanted to do, or for a very long time at least, or something perhaps that you have newly discovered that just feels like so right, that feels so aligned. Yeah, very, very powerful, very beautiful. Okay, let's next have a look at what types of self-care might be beneficial for you in the month of April. Rest. Yeah, take your time. Make sure you take good care of yourself. Don't get carried away by your inspiration and aspiration and goals. Make sure you find a balance. And here again is the star energy, so trust that this is supported. And we also have connect with crystals. More about connecting to the earth, perhaps connecting to Lemurian energies, maybe finding a new spiritual path, or slightly shifting your spiritual path toward a more earthy spirituality, a more practical everyday spirituality, or ways you can express your spirituality in your everyday life. Okay, I want to get some more tarot cards because I feel this information, most of this information has all been about this one project, and let's see if there's anything else you need to know about the month of April. We got the Page of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. Interesting. Let's put them here, perhaps. Yeah, you are going on a new adventure. So maybe this project is completely new. Maybe now finally you have the courage to go after it. Or maybe now you finally have received this vision. Maybe you prayed for a vision or for guidance, and now you're being guided. Now you have clarity. Now your spirit guides are coming in to guide you through the dark forest. Now those doors are opening up for you. And perhaps you need to leave something behind that wasn't working for you anymore. Perhaps you need to leave behind a version of yourself that was perhaps disconnected from your higher self, and that's why it brought you pain. And you're finally ready and able to let that go and to move on to the things that really matter to you in your heart of hearts, to be the person that you always wanted to be, to glow this inner light into the world. Yeah, so I think this project, whatever it is, will also bring you a lot of personal healing. It's very interesting because I feel this reading is sort of, I'm not sure how to express that, how to word it, but I'm not getting too much about your personal experience in this month, or your personal life in this month. I'm getting a lot of being involved in this larger community project. And maybe that is what you need right now, to sort of get away from yourself a bit. Get away from those painful and difficult energies for a bit and focus maybe more on the things that are important to you, on the people that are important to you, on the causes that are important for you. And be open to, through that, connect to yourself in a very new way. Yeah, very interesting, very powerful. Yeah, I think if you allow yourself to open up to that and put in the work and not cut corners, I think it will feel like a miracle to you. It will feel like so healing to you. It will feel like you're becoming a new person, even a very spiritual person, perhaps. Okay, let me try to sum up this reading in an affirmation for you. I am now open to receiving a clear vision, clear guidance on how to move forward on my path. I am willing and able to put in the work and balance it out with self-care. I protect what is important and meaningful for me. I am in full alignment with my higher self and ready to receive blessings. At the same time, I am deeply connected to this planet Earth and will take on stewardship for it. Okay, those are the affirmations that wanted to come through. Of course, you could come up with your own affirmations. If you do so, please let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and see you next time.